Now at 10, disaster workers from the Red Cross respond after a deadly apartment fire in Chanute, Kansas. Plus, prosecutors charge another man in the mass shooting at the Chiefs' Super Bowl victory rally. And Pittsburgh implements traffic cameras to recognize the license plates of stolen vehicles.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
The Red Cross offers its assistance after a fire destroys an apartment building in Chanute, Kansas and leaves one person dead. This is a late edition of KOAM News at 10. I'm Dow Quick. Authorities say the Cornerstone Apartments caught fire around 1 this morning. All 24 units of the complex were occupied at the time. When first responders arrived, they found the south half of the building fully engulfed. Officers evacuated the building, but numerous people were injured and one person died. Red Cross disaster workers were at the Chanute City Park Pavilion until 6 this evening to provide their services to families in need. The organization says residents who still need assistance should call 1-800-RED CROSS. The weather's been looking pretty nice. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Doug Heddy.
Yeah, it actually turned out to be another nice day for us today. Look at our high temp, 71 degrees, about 10 degrees above where we should be for this time of the year. Started at 42, average high is 62 for this time of the year. Temperatures dropping back, upper 50s. We have had some scattered showers out there, which are still going to be out there through the night. Temperatures are going to drop back lower 50s later on tonight. And you can see these light showers mainly out across the Kansas-Oklahoma state line. These are slowly falling apart, so we're not going to have much in the way of rainfall as we go through the night. Just some scattered showers over the next couple hours. Let's go through time. By after midnight, a few spotty showers, mainly in our southern counties, and then kind of dissipating through the night. So most of you are going to stay dry. But there are better rain chances down the road. We're going to look at that here in a bit.
See you soon. A murder suspect is now in custody following a manhunt across 2 counties. Authorities in McDonald County, Missouri today got reports Scott Burleson had stolen a pickup in Southwest City. Burleson was wanted for the March 2nd stabbing death of Seth Langford. This afternoon, area agencies and U.S. Marshals chased Burleson driving the pickup in northern McDonald counties with speeds reaching up to 90 miles per hour. After authorities deployed spike strips, Burleson crashed through a fence and tried to run into some trees. With the help of K-9 units, the Newton County Sheriff's Office caught Burleson after about an hour. Authorities say they arrested him without incident. He faces charges now of second-degree murder, first-degree robbery, and 2 counts of armed criminal action. McDonald County, Missouri authorities today announced the conclusion of a 33-year-old cold case. In 1990, a couple walking on Oscar Talley Road in the southwest part of the county found the decomposing body of a woman. Investigators began referring to the woman as Grace Doe until 2021, when they used advanced DNA testing and discovered the body was that of Shauna Garber, who lived in northeast Oklahoma and worked in McDonald County at the time. Today, they announced they've identified a now deceased suspect in Garber's murder, Talfie Reeves.
It feels good. It felt great when we identified her and able to lay her to rest with the family. It feels great to have a suspect and know who did it.
The suspect, Reeves, died in November of 2021. You can find a lot more information on this case on our website. That's KOAMnewsnow.com. A third adult has been charged now in connection with the fatal shooting and the wounding of at least 25 others during the celebration of the Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl victory. This man, Terry Young, faces multiple charges, including second-degree murder, unlawful use of a weapon, and 2 counts of armed criminal action. During the rally following the Chiefs Super Bowl victory, Young and 2 other individuals approached another person. Authorities say a verbal argument commenced and one person pulled out a gun. Young, they say, responded by pulling out a gun and advancing toward the individual. Surveillance video shows Young appearing to shoot several times. One woman, Lisa Lopez Galvin, was killed during the incident in addition to the dozens injured. Authorities say due to the scope of the investigation, additional charges are still expected. City of Pittsburgh is the most recent one in the area to install cameras to recognize the license plates of stolen vehicles and wanted suspects. The technology is already being used in 7 Southeast Kansas law enforcement agencies and Jasper County, Missouri. KOIM's Fernanda Silva has more.
Pittsburgh citizens have seen 14 cameras like this one being put up around the city. The equipment raised concerns for some of the residents who shared their thoughts on social media. "I hope it's not so they can start charging us for driving on the highways," wrote one. "They want to track our every move," said another one. "Unconstitutional. Looks like Big Brother." KOAM spoke to the Pittsburgh Deputy Chief of Police to address these concerns and understand how the flock cameras work.
One of the speculations that we've heard is obviously privacy concerns a big deal, but this is going to be more of a societal question than it is our question to ask. Right now the cameras are available as a technology and they've been shown to actually help detect and reduce crime.
According to the Pittsburgh Deputy Chief of Police, the camera captures a one-time snapshot of vehicles. The system keeps the images for 30 days. The equipment looks to see if that particular license plate number has been entered into the National Crime Information Center. They want to check if the license plate number is associated with a wanted person, a stolen motor vehicle or license plate, a missing person alert, or some other alert that a law enforcement agency has entered into NCIC. Henderson says that if the license plate is flagged when checked against the national database, an immediate notification is sent to the city's dispatch center. If the car is not listed on the database,
the car drives by and it still gets an image of the vehicle, it still runs the license plate and gets an image of that vehicle, but it does nothing beyond that.
He also emphasized that the cameras don't do facial recognition and are not designed or intended to be used for traffic enforcement. The sample was shared with our team by the Allen County Sheriff's Office, which already uses the flock cameras as an extra resource. Have it helped the city of Pittsburgh already with anything?
We're kind of doing a soft rollout with this internally, trying to just kind of build up the system, get used to it, figure out the best methodology for using it. But in that soft rollout, we've identified a couple stolen motor vehicles already, and at least I think one stalking incident. So it's proving very beneficial to us already.
He said the cameras are based outskirts of town, trying to catch vehicles coming in mostly. In Pittsburgh, Fernanda Silva, KOAM News.
According to the Deputy Chief of Police, the money used for that investment comes from the public safety sales tax. Pittsburgh and the company Flock Group are currently on a 2-year contract, and after that period, they'll decide whether the system fits their needs. It might be March Madness, but there's plenty of action on the diamond. And John's going to have highlights from a pair of local baseball games that'll be coming up later in sports. But first, KOAM's Amber Jenkins takes us to Joplin's Main Street for a third Thursday. Third Thursday tonight, return to downtown Joplin for the first time this year. KOAM's Amber Jenkins was there.
The first third Thursday of the season kicked off welcoming new and old faces.
I wanted to see everything that was going on.
Being the first third Thursday since October, people were eager.
Yeah, I'm an hour and 15 minutes early.
This month, the theme was Go Green.
We try to bring something plant related to give away every third Thursday. Well, since I became involved midway through third Thursday last year.
These community plant lovers pass out plants that also have a meaning to Joplin.
Once last year, towards fall, we gave away iris tubers, which is Joplin's flower.
Reporting in Joplin, Amber Jenkins, KOAM News.
The next third Thursday is going to be on April 18th. Mark your calendars. Spiva Center for the Arts is welcoming in spring with a celebration of the art of floral design. They kicked off the exhibit with an event today to showcase pictures of flowers. Those photos are part of a 3-day-long exhibit titled Spiva in Bloom.
Yes, so tonight is the opening reception of Spiva in Bloom. It's our annual celebration of flowers. We invite area florists to come in. They get a photo randomly selected, and then they have 4 days to create something amazing in response to our photos in Photo Spiva 2024.
Tomorrow, the center is going to host events surrounding the exhibit, including a maker's market and a floral workshop. Crews in Miami, Oklahoma today planted 150 native grafted pecan trees at Riverview Park near the Neosho River. Fees collected from paddlefish licenses made funding the trees possible. Phase 2 for another 250 trees was presented to the Miami City Council this week as part of a no grant proposal. Area high schoolers flocked to Crowder College today for the school's Aggie Day. That event brings together future Farmers of America students to compete in 15 contests. Around 1,800 students took part, judged by local FFA instructors and community volunteers.
80 plus schools from across the four-state area to compete in 16 career development events that the FFA advisors from our area have prepared students for in different teams such as ag mechanics, livestock judging, meat science, agronomy, dairy foods, everything that may be involved in agriculture and food production. We have a contest that correlates with those.
In addition to the 1,800 students, 300 more people were involved in putting on that competition. A little bit later, we've got another edition of Thursday Night Thunder. John's going to have that story and more coming up in sports.
Plus, we have a little bit of rain in the forecast. We're going to be looking at that coming up next. Well, of course, another nice day for us today. Temperatures into lower 70s for afternoon highs, which, hey, we'll definitely take this time of the year. And it looks okay out there right now. We've had some showers across the region, but in general, it's been looking pretty good. Nice shot. Indigo Sky Casino and Resort, of course, Indigo, just outside of Seneca, Missouri. All right, temperatures dropping. We're falling back through the 50s. Most of us will bottom out kind of that 50 to 52 degree range. We're still sitting at 59 in Joplin, southerly winds at about 5 to 10, and we've been tracking some light showers, mainly along the Kansas-Oklahoma state line, kind of stationary over the past hour or two, but we're right on the northern edge of a wave that is passing to our south. So these are going to slowly fall apart over the next few hours, but these are staying mainly west of Joplin, Pittsburgh, Miami, Carthage, Neosho. You may get a few sprinkles, but really any showers are going to stay out in our western counties as we go through the next few hours. So here's the wave. Most of the rain, Tulsa, Oak City, into southeastern parts of Oklahoma. We're right on that northern fringe. You can kind of see the counterclockwise rotation due to this upper level low right across central parts of Oklahoma. This is going to slip right to our south through the overnight hours tonight. To our north, there's a cold front that will start to affect us as we go into Friday. All right, let me walk you through tomorrow into the beginning of the weekend. Near 50 by morning, still isolated shower in our southern counties. As we go through the morning hours tomorrow, we warm into the mid to upper 60s, but watch the afternoon. Here comes a cold front, and with it some scattered showers, maybe an isolated thunderstorm, sink through as we go into the late afternoon and early evening hours. So I think by 6 or 7, any showers, those will be gone. Cold tomorrow night, look at this, 34, 35, 36 degrees to start your Saturday, but Saturday afternoon looking pretty good, about 58, 59 for an afternoon high. All right, day planner for you Friday, 51 in the morning, 62 by noon, isolated thunderstorms, high temp of 67. Let's jump into our next storm system. We're moving to Sunday. Some showers trying to work in early afternoon. These are going to push on by, and then Sunday evening from Wichita to Oklahoma City, severe thunderstorms will develop and head toward us. I do think they will weaken as they work in. This is going to be midnight-ish. But we could still get some strong, possibly some low-grade severe storms. So where's your hot spot going to be Sunday night? Let's go from Joplin to Wichita to Oklahoma City to Dallas. This is going to be in the yellow bubble, the highest chances to pick up anything strong or severe. But at least we're going to get some beneficial rainfall as well. 67 on your Friday, 59 Saturday, 63 on Sunday, 62 on Monday. We do really cool down, a high of only 47 on Tuesday, and then back to 72 on Thursday. But over the next 10 days, there's 4 nights we're going to be below freezing. So still, we got to deal with that for a few more weeks.
Yeah, it's a little troubling. Let's hope it's not a hard freeze because there's a lot of tender vegetation blooming right now.
Definitely.
Thanks, Doug. Spring has returned. That means the return of ticks, among other things. The Missouri Department of Conservation wants to remind you ticks can carry a variety of diseases like Rocky Mountain spotted fever. While most tick-borne illnesses are not typically fatal, they can certainly be debilitating and some are incurable. Experts say if you need to be outside, keep your eyes open.
Their legs, they go out like this and they grasp onto whatever may come by, whether that be a dog, whether that may be a deer, whether that be a human. And so, you know, as we humans become more active in the outdoors, as things warm up, that's one of the things we have to keep our eyes out for.
We have all kinds of tick information on our website. Again, that's KOAMnewsnow.com. Still ahead, Columbus, Parsons, and Pittsburgh all begin the 2024 high school baseball season. And March Madness is here, and there are plenty of upsets in day one. John Dales has those stories and more. It's up next.
Technology with automotive technology. Hey, welcome into another Thunder Thursday night. It's an exciting time for fans not only of college basketball, but also the NBA. The Thunder idle this evening, but thanks to a 3-game winning streak, they currently sit alone in first place atop the Western Conference. The Nuggets just a half game behind, though. If they beat the Knicks tonight, they'll be tied with OKC. Next chance to watch the Thunder on our air, it's tomorrow. They play the Raptors at 6 on Fox 14, and fans of WWE SmackDown will see that program in its entirety after our newscast tomorrow night. Baseball season in full swing. This afternoon, a few of our Southeast Kansas schools play their first games of the year. Parsons baseball opens the season on the road at Columbus, who's coming off a state runner-up finish last year. Landon Rowland on the hill for the Vikings, and he's locked in. Bottom of the first, Rowland gets a strikeout looking. Then he freezes the next batter again and gets a strikeout swinging to end the frame. Top of the second, Vikings bats start to heat up. Bases loaded, J.J. Kendrick skies one to left. That drops down. A run will come in to score. Another fielding error leads to 3 more Vikings runs. It's 4-0. That leads plenty big for Rowland. Bottom of the second, he's still humming along. First batter goes down swinging, then looking. And guess what? He strikes out the side again. Rowland goes 5 2/3, strikes out 10. The Vikings win on the road 6-3. In Pittsburgh, Purple Dragons are home hosting Paola at JC Ballpark. For the first 6 innings of this one, it was a pitcher's duel. Webb Fern gets the hitter looking in the third. Then Fern again getting a swing and a miss to end the inning. We'll go back to him one more time. Fern closes out the 5th with another swing and a miss. He goes the complete game. He only allowed 3 hits to Paola. Top of the 6th, no score. Runner on third base, 1 out. Jet Burgess makes the play with the glove, fires a perfect throw home, and he gets that runner out. We go to the bottom of the 6th now, and Jaden Brown checks his swing, but the ball stays fair down the line. Burgess hustles home. He dives in, he's safe at home plate. That breaks the scoreless tie. Pittsburgh leads 1-0. Top of the 7th, last chance for Paola. Weston Rink charges the ball, makes the play, and Pittsburgh goes on to win the tight game 1-0. Pittsburgh State men's basketball's Max Alexander announces today on social media he's going to enter the transfer portal. Alexander averaged over 14 points per game this season. That's 3rd best in the team. Now, his freshman year, Alexander appeared in just 2 games before missing the rest of the season with an injury. The 5'11 guard has 3 years of NCAA eligibility remaining. Day 1 of March Madness, not quite over, well, just over yet, and it's already given us a lot of highlights. Early this afternoon, 11 seed Duquesne puts the finishing touches on an upset of 6 seed BYU. 3-point win is the Duke's first NCAA tournament victory since 1969. That's not the only 11 seed to beat a 6. Oregon with no problem, taking down South Carolina by 14. Then Dayton, who trailed by 17 points in the second half, comes roaring back to beat Nevada by 3. The Flyers go on a 24-4 scoring run to keep their season alive. They advance to the round of 32. And here's maybe the biggest upset yet. 14 seed and Horizon League champion Oakland takes down 3 seed Kentucky 80-76. It's the Golden Grizzlies' second tournament victory in program history.
Wow.
Games like that, that's what makes it fun. A team from Oakland, Michigan, by the way. Not a lot of people would know that's where it's from. The Horizon League beating SEC in Kentucky.
I didn't know there was an Oakland, Michigan. How's your bracket doing?
Not great. It's looked better.
It's funny how many people start the March Madness thinking, I've got the perfect bracket this year, and then after halfway through day one, it's all busted.
Yes.
We'll be right back. Preschoolers at Park Elementary in Columbus took part in their annual Trike-a-thon. The event's organized by Cindy Wells. She's a former teacher at Park Elementary. Wells has been putting on this event along with raising money every year for the St. Jude Children's Hospital in Memphis. The event was organized after Wells' son Dylan lost his battle with cancer back in 2005. Her goal is to draw the whole community into the event, even the kids.
Tomorrow, kindergarten and first graders are going to do a little walk-a-thon, and they're going to walk around the square in Columbus and do a little chant. So they're going to do their walking for recess and PE time, and then they're going to sing for music, and just getting all the businesses uptown to realize that these kids are doing something good for the community and for kids their age.
So far, this year's fundraiser has raised nearly $1,100. Cindy says since she started this, the community has raised a total of more than $100,000. That speaks well for Cindy and all those kids, and certainly for the community that support them in that great cause. Congratulations.
Yeah, obviously that is a huge deal for me, so I'm glad they do that, and of course it helps out all cancer kids. There's more cancer kids than most people think. So.
I'm sure that's true.
All right, guys. Weather for us tonight, a few random showers, 67 tomorrow. Couple little thunderstorms during the afternoon, 59 Saturday. A little cooler, but sunny.
Final sports note.
March Madness continues tomorrow. Also another high school baseball matchup. Looking forward to seeing Girard play Fort Scott, who went to state last season.
Yep, looking forward to that indeed. Thanks for staying up so late with us tonight. Don't forget the morning show starts at 5 a.m. and let's make it a great tomorrow.